off in the last live stream talking about how the air particle can be used to talk about going and coming between places, but the air particle is used in a lot of other ways as well. One of those ways is to talk about times. So when you're talking about a time in Korean, you use the air particle to attach to that time to indicate that something is happening or occurring at that time. So, for example, 아침. 아침 means morning. So when you say 아침에, it means in the morning or at morning time, something like that. 아침에 means in the morning. 저녁, kind of the opposite of that, is in the evening. 저녁에 means in the evening. 3 o'clock. And the last example we have here is 일요일. And when you attach 에, it becomes 일요일에. So on Sunday. Now, if you want to practice the names for these numbers, we do have a reference page at the bottom which takes you to a table that has the names of the numbers and how to pronounce them. You may be aware that in Korean there's actually 2 sets of numbers that you need to learn. They have a Sino-Korean set of numbers, which is based on Chinese characters, and they have native Korean numbers, which are pure Korean, and they are both used for different purposes. So when you're saying hours, for example, 3시, which uses the native Korean numbers, 3시에, but when you're using minutes, you use the Sino-Korean numbers. So if you want to reference that, you can check out this chapter at the bottom. But let's look at some more examples as how we use the air particle to talk about actions occurring at a certain time. So here we have the example, 저녁에 먹어요. So we saw before that 저녁에 means in the evening, and this book is available on Amazon in paperback. It's also available from our website if you want a PDF copy, and this book is called Conversational Korean Grammar. If you're interested, it is available to purchase. So yes, 저녁에 means in the evening, and 먹어요 means to eat. So this sentence means 저녁에 먹어요 means I eat in the evening. And remember that in Korean, you don't need to specify a subject. So 저녁에 먹어요 could mean any of I eat in the evening, she eats in the evening, he eats in the evening, any of the above. In Korean, you don't need to have a subject. So I've just put I, assuming that that's what we're talking about. But know that it could be anybody in Korean. So let's look at the next example. We have 내년에 한국에 가요. So 내년 is the word meaning next year. So next year, 한국에 가요. 한국 is how you write Korea in Korean. And this actually uses 2 particles, 2 air particles. But notice they're doing slightly different things. So 내년에 is showing that in a certain time, the time being next year, 내년 means next year. And this air particle is showing the direction of movement. So air is also used with 가다, the verb to go, to show that you're going to some place. So 내년에 한국에 가요 means I go to Korea next year. Okay, so let's look at this next example. So this is 5시에 운동해요. 5시에 운동해요. Does anyone know what this sentence means in English? We have a time here. So 5시에, I'm doing some action. Does anyone know what this is? If I was to write an equivalent expression in English, what would that be? 5시에 운동해요. Yep, 운동해요 means workout. Yeah, at 5 p.m. I do sport training. Amazing. I'll work out at 5 p.m. Yeah, perfect. I exercise at 5. Yeah, amazing. 운동하다, 운동해요 means to work out. So this says the action of working out occurs at the time 5시. 5시 means 5 o'clock. So 5시에 운동해요 means I work out at 5 o'clock. All right. What about this next one? So this says 1시에 점심을 먹어요. So we have another time, 1시에. So at 1시에, this action is occurring. Hey, amazing, Eva Khan. Yeah, perfect. At 1 p.m., I eat lunch. Woohoo's got it as well. I eat at 1 p.m. At 1 o'clock, I eat lunch. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. All right. Now, this next sentence uses a grammar form that we learnt in the past, this 지않다 form, which negates verbs. It makes verbs into their negative form. And 일요일 is a day of the week. 일요일 is Sunday. So, 일요일에 운동하지 않아요 means I don't work out on Sunday. So this one here, see the difference between 5시에 운동해요, at 5 o'clock I work out. This is the opposite. I don't work out. 운동하지 않아요. Yeah, Junie Blues has got it. Perfect. I don't work out on Sunday. On Sundays, I don't work out. And let's do this one more example, this one here. 토요일에 학교에 안 가요. Yes, I do upload my lives on YouTube, so you can check them out on YouTube if you want to watch previous live streams. And Woohoo's got it again. Yeah, perfect. I don't go to school on Saturday. Oh shit, Songmin's got it as well. On Saturday, 토요일 is Saturday. Thank you. 토요일에 학교에 안 가요. 안 is another way you can negate verbs similar to 지않다. So when you say 학교에 안 가요, it means you don't go. If you said 토요일에 학교에 가요, that would be I go to school on Saturdays. But 토요일에 학교에 안 가요 means on Saturday I don't go to school. Hey, someone's done the last one as well. Key wonders. Yeah, perfect. 금요일에 요리를 안 해요 means I don't cook on Friday. So then this exercise we're practicing how 에 is used to show that some event, some action is happening on a certain time. Thank you so much. Okay. And we saw before that you can have multiple air particles in a sentence, and that's totally fine because you can have multiple airs used for different things. So here we have 6시에 집에 가요, which means we have the first air particle is showing the time that it's happening at. So it's happening at 6시, 6 o'clock. And the second air particle is showing the direction of movement. So it's saying 집에 가요. 집 is house. And 가다 means to go. So 6시에 집에 가요 means I go home at 6 o'clock. Okay. Now, a couple little notes about using 에 in your sentences. So, if you're talking about more than one time, the 에 particle is placed on the last word in the sentence. So, for example, you want to say, at 7 o'clock in the morning, 아침 7시에, or 오전 7시에 means at 7 o'clock in the morning, ... something happens. The key point here is that the 에 goes at the end. You don't say 아침에 7시에. You can say that and everyone will understand you, but it's more natural to just place it on the last time in the sentence. Another note is that you order the times from largest to smallest. So here we have the year, then the month, then the day, AM and PM time. So it's most natural to order the times from largest time or biggest period of time to smallest. And if you say them in a different order, people will understand you, but it's just less natural. Hey, I'm glad there's actually, interesting, there's some Korean people watching. That's cool. Okay. Another note is that some time nouns do not use 에. This is actually kind of similar to how we don't say on today or, at yesterday. We don't say that in English, right? It's the same thing in Korean. So some of these time nouns do not use 에. For example, on, 오늘, little spelling mistake. 오늘, today. 어제, yesterday. 지금, now. 내일, tomorrow. 올해, this year. And 요즘, these days. These nouns do not use the 에 particle. You just use them by themselves or with the 는 particle. So you can say 오늘 학교에 가요 means I go to school today. 오늘 means today. You can also say 오늘은 학교에 가요. It means like as for today, or when it comes to today, I do go to school. But you don't say 오늘에 학교에 가요. This you don't say. Because 오늘 doesn't use the 에 particle, just like how we don't say on today in English. Similarly, 지금은 한국어를 공부해요 means now. 지금 means now. 한국어를 공부해요 means now I study Korean. And you can use the 은 particle or you can say 지금 by itself. But you shouldn't say 지금에 한국어를 공부해요. You don't say this because you don't say on now. It's strange in English and it's strange in Korean. And similarly for the last example as well, 내일은 운동해요. Tomorrow I work out is fine, but you don't say 내일에 운동해요 because it's like saying on tomorrow I work out. And this is the book Conversational Korean Grammar. Okay. So final note, generally, but not always, if the time noun doesn't use a preposition in, at, on, etc. in English, it doesn't use one in Korean.